Previously on the Brisket and Maine podcast.
I mean, not to sound like a fucking hippie, but it's just like F barbecue.
And we really like people chugging beers. All right, let's go, dog.
¿Por qué no me digas nada?
I had to go with no bullets for 2 years. Oh! You know you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you fall in love with me the first time you met me? Because you...
I think your wife didn't fall in love with you first time she met you. What the hell did he?
So we popping?
Yeah, let's go. What's going on, y'all? This is CJ.
This is Joe Zavala. Bro, give me a fucking smile, dude. It's
the
fucking
Brisket
Saturday.
podcast show.
It's Saturday morning. We ain't drunk.
It's February
Bro,
1st.
we literally have a contract in place. We have to produce 2 of these a month.
It's February 1st, 2025.
We're already behind. We were supposed to start in January.
February
We're
1st,
in trouble.
2025.
Brandon's going to kill us.
I think the last time we said here was probably sometime in October.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So we missed the holiday season.
We did. Thanksgiving.
We missed Thanksgiving. We missed Christmas. We missed New Year's. But we made it. We're here. We're alive.
2025.
We came into 2025.
Hot 2025.
Thriving. How was your holiday season?
How was my holiday season? All right, so Thanksgiving was good. But Christmas was great. December the 10th was year number 5 with my good old cancer. Numbers been all right, so that's good.
That's when you got diagnosed.
Yeah, that's when that's. Do you remember that day, dog?
Is that when you had your surgery?
Yeah.
That's when I put your underwear on?
Yeah. But before that,
no,
talk about. Let's talk about.
Hold on. Let me talk about when I put your underwear on.
I don't even remember that.
No, yeah, you were doped up and you couldn't lift your legs, so you had to put your hands on my back while I put your underwear on. And
talk about, bro. You put my underwear on.
I had to put your underwear on because you couldn't lean over. You had like.
Where was my mom's and my pops?
I think at that point it was probably better that I see your dick and balls and not your mom and dad.
Bro, so
I'd probably seen them probably more than your parents just because of high school, sports. But it's been a while since I've seen your testicles.
Bro, you put my underwear on?
I put your underwear on.
I love you.
I would hope because, yeah, I mean.
Bro, you put my underwear on?
Yes, I had to.
Did you? Oh, Cole's here.
I was kind of, hey Cole.
I
was kind of.
Did you smile a little bit?
Did I smile? No, I was disgusted because I was looking at your testicles and your Johnson just laying on top of them like a lazy boy couch. So some things never change. So, but yeah. Anyway, what happened before that? You said I remember something.
Yeah, don't you remember when you walked into we were in the waiting room?
Yeah.
You thought it was gonna be funny?
Yeah, I was like, hey, it's a girl balloon. So happy birthday or happy quinceañera. Missed the mark on that one. Did not think you were gonna have cancer, but here we are today. And it's 5 years later. You're in remission. Thank the Lord above.
Well, yeah, kind of. I have cancer. I'm like on immunotherapy that tries to keep it away.
Yeah, but it's like herpes. Like you always have herpes, but you don't have a flare up. Like I get it.
Well, at this moment, we don't have a flare up.
Yes.
That's the goal. To keep the flare up away.
Yeah, keep the flare ups away.
Keep the flare up away.
There's penicillin. There's all kinds of shit that. So your Christmas is good. How was your New Year?
Christmas is dope. New Year's. What do we do New Year's? Oh, usually for Christmas dinner, Tracy and Robert come over. We did chicken fried steaks. We did it in cast iron. I was terrified. They came out pretty good. We did mashed potatoes, did some rolls, and it had to do box mac and cheese. Like I'm a sucker for box, like the Velveeta kind of shit.
Shells and cheese or the
shells and
cheese.
Yeah.
How was my Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year?
I didn't ask.
I can't listen to you talk the entire time. This is the point. This is the reason I'm on this show.
Oh.
So, how was mine? I spent a lot of time in the woods this year. I took the biggest deer of my life this year. I was completely hungover. Joey was actually with me in the stand. He came up and sat with me, and I was passed out in a chair for about 10 minutes. And he was like, "That is a humongous deer." I looked over.
What kind of a hungover? Like, what did you drink the night before? Cold Lone Star? How much Lone Star did you drink?
A lot of vodka, a lot of whiskey. It was just, it was going to the moon. Shoot the deer. The deer runs towards me about 50 yards. Shoot it again. It hops the fence. And
I don't know exactly if that's considered like shooting or like, what's the proper term when you take a deer down? You kill it.
Harvesting.
Harvesting it. Sounds like that was.
There's still one more round left. So, Deer hops the fence, humongous fucking deer, and biggest deer. So I missed this deer last season. Opening weekend, I saw him. I was by myself, so I didn't take it because I was like, well, it'll come back. Never saw the deer again until this day. And go to the feeder, and there's like fur underneath it. So what had happened was I pulled the shot, and it's like ran across its gut, and I hit it. But there was like belly fur. Ran towards me, hit it again. It was a good shot. Second shot was a good shot. Jumped the fence, and so I called Travis. I called Daryl. We go looking for it, and this thing jumps up after about 30 minutes with no front legs. I mean, just toothpicks.
Wait, you shot
jumps
both,
up.
You shot both the front legs?
Well, no, it was a pass-through shot. But what had happened was the adrenaline from this animal was still going. It laid down to die. It didn't, obviously it wasn't dead. Travis and Daryl go running after this deer through cactus, through bush, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, do I run? I'm like, well, I'll let them run because they're going to see where this deer goes, and I'll follow up with a shot. Finally get to the deer. The deer lays down probably about 40 yards in front of us, and I'm like, Travis, just take the shot so you can put it out. And the sun is like right in front of us. We don't know where Joey's at this point, so obviously we don't want to start throwing rounds in the woods. So I walk up about 10 yards and finish the deer off. But putting my hands on the animal, like after missing it last year, seeing it opening morning, and it was like my target deer, it was like the greatest feeling, like high five and hugging. And it's like, it was, picture the first time you ever made a perfect brisket. Like that's the adrenaline feeling. So it was definitely a cool hunt.
You were drinking Cold Lone Star?
No, that was the night before. But like I said, did a lot of hunting. Took Ryan a couple times. Ryan decided he wanted to take a deer this year. Took him to the range. Got his rifle sighted in. He was real excited. Got in the stand with him. Spent the weekend with him. The last morning we were there, had some deer come out, and he was gonna take a doe. And so he gets on the animal. The animal's probably about 35, 40 yards out, and this kid is shaking. And I'm like, just control your breathing, calm down, this, that, or the other. And he looks back at me because I'm sitting behind him, and he's like, I don't want to kill it. And I was like, hey, you don't have to kill it. I'm not making you kill it. And I had a feeling that was going to happen. And he's like, do you want to take it? I was like, no, buddy, I'm good. So I was like, let's just put your gun down. So he puts his gun down. We walk out of the stand or whatever. And he was like, I don't know if I'm ready to kill something yet. And I said, no, that's 100% fine. Like the last thing I'll ever do is force my kid to take something's life. Like I want him to understand what it means. So for all I know, he may never be a hunter, but that's his call. I mean, growing up, like my dad, kind of the same thing. He was like, you're gonna hunt. So it's just over time, I found a love for it. But like I said, it was a lot of bonding with him this hunting season. That kind of made me happy. So he wanted to come a few more times than I thought he would. So it makes me feel good.
Have you gave him that father-son beer yet?
Father-son. No, Ryan actually made a pact with his sister, and said that he's not going to drink till he's 21. And I was like, how much is this bet worth? And he's like, $100. I'm like, look, dude, I will give you $100 because you're going to miss out on a lot of shit if you wait till you're 21 to not drink. But Ryan's definitely a different breed. I think I was texting you and Brent the other night how he's like wants to be a financial advisor and like all this other shit.
Fuck Brent.
Like way better person than I don't even know how this kid came out of me, to be completely honest. So great kid. So, but no, like I said, like a lot of family bonding with my kids. That I think that made me the happiest this holiday season. And then we came into 25, and then 120 happened. What was 120?
I thought you were talking about Kansas City. Wasn't that January 1?
What happened January 1?
Did you go to Kansas City, pick up a kid? Or was that way beforehand?
No, that was way before. Yeah, this is I'm talking about 2025. We're coming to this new year. Is DEI still a thing? How does that work? Like,
I am not touching any of this.
Oh, don't be a bitch now. We talked about all this.
I am not touching this.
You scared or what? I mean, bro, these are things that were written into place. I mean, they're laws.
No.
These are signed documents. Now you're scared? You can talk offline about it, but once you get in front of a hot mic, now you don't want to say anything?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, there's text messages to prove it. But
I plead the fifth.
So what are your thoughts on 2025? What are your big goals you have planned?
Honestly, I think this economy is going to run hot for the next 3 years.
When you say run hot, what does that mean?
You just got to go for growth. Go for broke.
Go for broke or for grow? No, we went for broke over the last several years.
No, we were scared of going broke. for the last several years. Now it's growth. It's growth.
Okay, so growth.
It's for broke.
Okay, so
If you're gonna grow, you gotta grow.
I don't know how that makes sense.
Right now, it's to grow.
It's just to grow to grow.
You gotta grow.
So we have to take risks.
Right now, if you're gonna grow, go grow.
So we're going Blue Chew in 2025. We're going to grow together.
I don't know what Blue Chew is.
Yeah, you do. It's that one pill I fucking put in your drink that one time you kept walking around rubbing up against people. What other goals and aspirations you got for 25, Joseph?
I want to be on a talk show.
Side note, you're cheating on this podcast with another podcast.
It's not a podcast.
What
it's a
is
talk
it?
show.
It's a talk show.
Yeah.
And how is that going? And I'm not going to say anything because of contractual constraints, but how's that going?
It was our second episode.
So, am I your side piece now? How does that work?
That's a valid question. No, you are my main piece. Bro, it's weird. Like they put a mic in my ear, actually it's not called a mic. What's it called? Stereo.
I don't think it's called a stereo either.
I have an earpiece in my ear,
Okay.
and they like talk to me as I'm like.
Or are they telling you what not to say?
Yeah, they're like Joe.
I haven't watched it, not because I don't want to, or because I haven't watched it. Brandon sent a text message today, something about a cat lady.
Hello, it's Joe Zavala.
Intrigued with that, like
Talk of the Prairie.
What is the basis of said show?
So we are talking everything about Grand Prairie.
Okay.
It is business. It is the local individuals that make up this great city that we live in. It's a small business that are trying to make it. You know, ideally, we'll get some people in, such as individuals with Texas.
And you're on this show with who?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Is Chelsea from Grand Prairie?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes,
like
yes-ish.
born and raised Grand Prairie, or?
I don't know.
Okay, I feel like as a co-host, you should know that person inside and out. I just said I put your underwear on and saw your testicles 5 years ago, and you don't know where this person's from. So that's a good baseline there. So I'm not. Yeah, I'm not happy here. So I will boycott the show if I need be. So
Which show? This one?
No, not this one. The other one. So I didn't sign the contract for this one either. But
no, we actually have a contract. We actually got paid last year. We're getting paid this year too.
I heard.
I don't know what we're gonna do with the $500, but
yeah, I mean that's a couple good chilies.
Hey, bro, Chili's is killing it right now.
2 for $20. Why would you not kill it?
Bro, Chili's literally is blowing out their numbers right now.
What do you think that is?
Bro, social media.
Because of Chili's?
Yes.
You know, I make a lot of Chili's references, like to coworkers. I'm like, yeah, we're going to Chili's because it sounds funny, right? Like Applebee's or, but nothing against them. Just it's
supposedly they have some cheese sticks that went viral that everybody wants, like the greatest cheese sticks in the world.
It's like a hot Cheeto.
No, it's just a cheese stick, just a plain old cheese stick. Do they still have the ribs? Chili's baby back ribs.
I don't know. What was the place? Is that place still up here in Grand Prairie? The one that Chili's owns, the barbecue place?
Loop 9?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't owned by Chili's. It was the founder.
Of Chili's.
Yeah.
Are they still open?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't speak for them.
I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna talk on a Grand Prairie hits and baselines, like I feel like you would know if a thriving business is thriving or not. This isn't good for your second podcast.
It's not a podcast. It's a YouTube series.
This isn't good for your second YouTube series. How often do you have to do this? I'm a little bitter. I'm not going to lie.
Every Friday.
Every fucking Friday.
Every Friday at 9 o'clock.
Every Friday at 9 o'clock.
Every Friday at 9
so
o'clock.
there's a contract in place for this.
There's a contract in place.
And you're obviously getting paid.
I am getting paid.
But you're getting paid for this, and just Brandon just takes a shit on this one, and you're not going to fucking hold up the end of the deal with this. Like, we've gone 4 months. I've been here several Saturdays, and you're like, I don't got time.
Hey, Cole, you hear this guy? He said we don't have time.
I don't talk to liars.
Exactly. He's referring to you. He's referring to you.
He's talking
He's
you.
referring to you.
You. He said you.
Okay. Because you're sitting here bashing our EP over here.
We're on the same page. We had breakfast this morning.
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Yeah, I drove by and I saw y'all sitting there.
We had breakfast.
I watched y'all. I watched both y'all's vehicles sitting there.
I thought you were working out this morning.
I was going to the gym when I saw y'all there. So.
But how did you know our vehicles were there?
When I drove by. About 7:34.
Nope. Nope. I pulled up at 7:37.
Okay, well maybe it was 7:42.
No.
But at any rate,
Actually, one thing that Brandon did bring up, I think it would be really cool if we could create some kind of segment for you to be on that show every Friday morning. He wants you to dress up as a prairie dog and say,
oh, is Brandon part of the show too?
no, he's not.
Oh,
He just gives me critiques. Him and Kristen tell me everything I do wrong.
as a prairie dog,
Yeah.
like the animal, or like when you're pushing cotton on your underwear.
Well,
That's the reference behind it. Prairie dog, and I like it.
and then you come dressed up, and you're like,
I don't know what I would dress up as.
As a
I don't-
prairie dog.
As an actual,
Yeah.
You're not gonna get me in a costume. So
well, why
I
not?
don't need to cover this hair up. So we'll talk about that. In a
The hair
second,
does
too.
look good.
I have no doubt about that.
Yeah, volume.
It does. It's volume. It's mass. It's
Yeah.
fucking. And it takes a lot of production. if
Is
being
there
completely
herbal
honest.
essence?
No, gross. Catherine's a hairstylist. She wouldn't never put that in her shower. So, what other goals you got for 25, man? It's like we're 1 month in.
So, what goals do I have? Actually, what you want me to tell you my goals for 25?
Did you write them down this year?
Yeah, I always write them down, bro.
Yeah,
Let me bring up my
100%.
goals. I'm proud of my goals. Let's see. Did you write down your goals?
Yes, because if you write something down, you're more prone to do it because you're taking the time as opposed to just typing it.
You're just making up some shit?
No,
now?
100%. Like if you actually take the time to go old school with a pen and paper and write something down as opposed to just typing, because we're always what? We're always on our phones. We live in a fucking technology world. But if you take the time to actually write something down, it has more meaning to it.
I typed.
It has more meaning to it. When was the last time you received a handwritten note from somebody?
Bob McLaren, 44 Farms.
Okay.
Made me feel really special.
Thank you. And that's what my point is.
Well, you know what? One of my goals is to do more of that. I've got some nice letterheads with.
No, and
Zavala's
I'm not
Barbecue
talking.
Sloppy
I'm
One.
being 100% honest.
No,
Like,
they're right there. My letterheads.
like
I started,
that's my thing too. Is from a.
Did you get some letterheads?
For what? That's just going to say CJ. But what I'm
Yeah.
getting at is, it means more. You can buy me a gift. You can tell me thank you. But if you take the time out of your day to write something down for me, even if it's just a simple, hey, thanks for this, like that has so much meaning to it. Like you just said, he sent you a handwritten note and that meant something to you, right? How often do you have you done it yet?
Yeah, I did it.
I haven't got mine.
I did it to Jose. Only.
Okay, no, yeah, perfect. I mean, yeah,
I said, "You're the best son ever."
exactly. That's what I'm saying. And
He said, "What is this?"
he's 5, 6,
He
however
said,
the hell he is.
he said, "Where's my email?"
Yeah, exactly. So,
All right, so my goals: family time Monday through Friday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm failing at that already. We're 31 days in.
okay.
Do fun shit. I am doing better at that. I have stuff planned out to go do. We're gonna take a family trip, so I got that. I'm gonna go on a. I was gonna ask you if you want to go on the whole hog trip with us in October. It's in Charleston. It's 3.5 days of a whole bunch of eating just hog. It's the first week of October.
Never been to Charleston.
Well, Charleston's gonna be part of it. We're gonna go oyster farming
Ooh,
first day.
nice,
Make plan to go full time Zavala Enterprises.
nice.
Yeah, in 20, had the plan.
26.
Yep. Learn how to make a cortado. I've made 3 so far.
Okay.
I give myself a 6.5 out of a 10.
Okay,
And walk. I just want to walk.
just want to walk.
Yeah, but I got a shin split about 3 weeks ago because I was wrestling with my son. And it scared me because it's swelled up. And I was like, what the fuck? And then it made me realize 2 things. I'm out of shape. And I'm getting old.
We are getting old, and I turn 40 this year in May, God willing. He lets me see that day, and I thought, what am I gonna do for my 40th? Because I feel like it's a milestone birthday, obviously, right? It's exciting, it's depressing, it's.
Nah, bro, 40s are the best years.
I hope so.
No, they are.
I hope so.
Like 20s, you have no idea what the fuck's going on in your life. You think you do. 30s, you're just fucking hustling hard. 40, you should have made connections that everybody that you need can actually make decisions that can help out. And everybody at that point, they all struggle together and they want to help each other out.
100%. And I see that. But I made a goal for myself at the beginning of the year. I was like, hey, I want to go to Vegas. I want to go do all these things and party and this, that, or the other.
What do you
for
want to
my
go
40th.
Vegas for?
Can I finish my story?
No, I want to know about Vegas.
Finish my story.
You're going to say why Vegas?
Yes.
Okay.
prostitution is legal. But so I said, no, that's not. I don't want to do that. So there is the day after my 40th birthday. There is I mean, they're all the time, but this is the one I found close to my birthday. But I'm going to attempt to finish a half marathon, and I have 3.5 months to do that. And it's for a couple of reasons. For one, it keeps me focused to stay on the right track, right? Because like me and you've talked, fucking like I'm in the worst place of my life right now, and it's a thing to keep me on the right track, and to focus on what's important and to set a goal. Because as small as that goal may be, it's something that fucking, from where I was, 5 years ago, from a family standpoint, from a work standpoint, from a mental standpoint, all those, from a physical fucking standpoint.
Oh yeah, how much weight you down from 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I think my biggest chunk of weight was probably like, it's been pretty progressive, about like 25 pounds a year or so. So right now I'm hovering around 260. My biggest I was like 390. So it's definitely been a journey, but like I said, it was definitely I don't ever want to go back to that, right? Like I look at pictures from like that pop up on memories and stuff like that from over the years. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like I thought I was living like the best life ever, right? It's like, oh, I got cold beer and fucking barbecue and fucking I can't tie my shoes and I can barely wipe my own ass. So I never want to go back to that, right? So I've set a goal weight for myself. Try to get to that before the end of the year. It's pretty obtainable. I mean, if I could be around 220 before the end of the year, that's like 40 pounds in 12 months. I think that's a win. But the main thing is just to be in shape. And, I've been in the gym in like 6-7 days. I got sick last week. I'm pretty sure I had COVID. About 62% sure.
Why 62?
Just feels like it's a good number. I feel like 64 was too high.
Can we say 63?
We'll say 63. But got back in this morning. It felt good. But yeah, so that's my goal is to finish that. And like I said, hopefully I can accomplish it. Hopefully, because I think at the end of the day, when you say something out loud and you don't do it, you feel like a piece of shit and it's embarrassing. So nobody ever wants to say their goals out loud.
I'll say my goals out loud.
Because you're like, well, if I don't accomplish it, then
you
failed.
Nah, man, failing's the greatest thing in the world, bro.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I tell my kids to go fail all the time. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm just saying, like, people don't want to make themselves vulnerable. You're like, oh, I'm going to go climb Mount Everest. It sounds like a far-fetched fucking goal, but if you don't do it, like, oh, remember that fucking dumbass that was going to climb Mount Everest, never fucking did it? Like, people get their rocks off on fucking calling other people's shit out because that's all they have, right? So it's to make light of other people's fucking failures.
That's Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers, 100%. Is that still a thing?
X fingers?
Yeah, X fingers. You can't really say X fingers either. Hold on, time out. I have to stop this serious conversation for 1 second. Did you hear about the OF girl who was in Brazil, and I'm not even joking about this, who was in Brazil and fell from a 3rd-story balcony while filming a threesome and fell to her death, okay? And the 2 dudes that were up there knocking her down, okay, I guess had to talk to the boyfriend. The boyfriend was so distraught because she had died. Not because she was getting knocked down by 2 other dudes, but because...
You didn't tell me that part. I knew... So, she had a boyfriend?
She had a boyfriend, dude. I don't
And
know.
he was in the room?
I don't know. Would you be? Okay, like, he wasn't there, I'm assuming.
So, did he know that she was getting...
I'm pretty sure he knew that she was doing OnlyFans content. But can you imagine the dudes up there, like the one that dropped her? Like, are they going to air the content? Like, that's what I'm curious to. Like, is it to be continued? Like, how does that work? Like, it's not the splat they wanted to hear, okay, but it still happened. It's a different category. Yeah, I don't know what genre that falls in. But yeah, can you imagine? Like, I could think of a lot of fucked up ways to die, but that would not be on my list.
So do you think with social media that the random deaths are more pronounced because...
Oh, 100%. 100%. People have been dying in stupid ways forever. Okay? But I think now social media has glorified that. Like, I would love to die an old man in my bed, surrounded by friends and family.
Does the life insurance pay out for that?
I don't know, but at the same time, I'm like, how cool would it be to be like, hey, this guy went to Africa and got eaten by a fucking lion? Like, you're never going to be forgotten. You forget Grandpa that died at 86 years old in his sleep. You don't forget Steven at 32 who got eaten by a fucking lion and it was on fucking YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pick or choose your battles here. So, yeah. So 3 stories fell to her death. May she rest in peace.
Wasn't that One Direction guy also?
No, he went one direction. That was 100% in. It was down. So I think the same thing. No, it wasn't Brazil. What is going on in Brazil's balconies?
Brazil, bro.
I'm seeing. Yeah, no, this is this has to be this is Russia. So
I got nothing, dog.
you got nothing.
I got nothing.
You don't like touching on. So can you talk about this on the Prairie Talk? About OF girls falling 3 stories?
No.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like we do that here.
Well, I was kind of surprised that they actually picked me up because I'm like, have you seen my content? Have you heard my content? And then I'm trying to figure out like right now, like
you can't scream on that one, can you?
I kind of did this last go round.
Okay.
I'm starting to loosen up a little more because I was kind of like too stiff.
Are you having to drive it?
Yeah.
Is it different? Because like I drive this one, it's very apparent.
Yeah. You know, I'm not a driver.
No, you're not.
I'm
a
a
driver.
follower.
You're not a follower, but
No, I'm a follower.
no.
Then what am I?
You just got to be like shifted towards a certain lane.
I'm a squirrel.
Yeah, 100% a squirrel. And for me being a squirrel too, this is hard for me to stay focused.
I don't know. Like my goal is to make it outside of Grand Prairie for sure.
Okay.
like
Like Irving, Arlington?
No, make it all DFW. Make it
Okay.
all of North Texas.
Okay. As far as
Like content wise, people coming in.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, like the show. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Like I think it would be it'd be fun. We know a lot of great people that we would love to help out and highlight
Yeah.
and have a good time with.
100%.
I'm slowly trying to sneak in Lone Star stuff. I got Zavala stuff on. Then I was wearing my homeboy Daniel Trevino, Lee Trevino's son, a Supermex. He hooked it up with some shirts. So I'm wearing those shirts on there.
Supermex? Can we say that in 25? Is that a
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, you know that's their brand. The brand's called Supermex.
Okay.
It's clean as
Sweet.
fuck. It has a little sombrero. Like it's
dope.
dope. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of shit with them coming up this year, so we're excited for that. But yeah, so it's different. It is definitely a different show. It's good for me. I'm growing.
Okay.
I'm growing as an individual.
Awesome.
PG-13 for show.
And we can definitely do that here too. We can 100%.
Why?
Well, I'm just saying, like we could, we just don't.
Then no.
We're not being us. We're not being true to ourselves.
Yeah, because the feedback that we get about the show is twofold. I can't hear y'all. Like it coming out on one side of the speaker. I don't know why. We're on mono, so both of us. I don't know if that's an issue or something.
I mean, I'm literally holding the mic as close to my face as possible.
Yeah.
So.
That like literally people ping me on social media. It's like, bro,
And it's not even a real mic. This thing ain't even hooked up. Like this is it's a smaller show here, so.
like the craziest fucking thing is like people call to bitch me out of the show's great. We want to hear more of it, but we can't fucking hear it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the baseline. of it, so.
And can y'all please be consistent? But I think a lot of people enjoy this show.
I think inconsistency is the consistency with this, though.
But we're obligated now to actually do 2 episodes.
Yes, yeah.
Financially.
So two a month.
2 a month. And then we have kickers if we do more. But,
I got to see that kicker rate because I'll go for broke. So.
no, I think we should. I think we should go for broke. But, yeah, we have a whole bunch of shit that's about to pop off that I'll be able to drop on the next one. We have a whole bunch of shit coming up.
Well, you're dropping it off. You can't drop it off now.
What's that?
You can't drop it off now. If you can drop it off next time. You can't triple step or double step.
We have some dinner series coming out with Lone Star. We're doing a lot of stuff with City of Grand Prairie. There's some taco festival coming up. There's Texas County Reporter coming up.
Texas Monthly's coming up. You think you'll make that list? I mean, Texas Monthly did get $2.5 million from the City of Grand Prairie, so there could be a scandal baseline on that one. So we'll talk about that one. So weird how he made so high on the list, right? Weird, Grand Prairie.
I'll be real.
We're buying championships this year.
Yeah. I'll be real depressed if we don't make the list.
I would too.
I think our food's better now than it was in 21. JoJo and Joseph have busted their ass. I think our food's better. I'll be sad. And especially since our best friend DV rolled up while I was in Austin.
Yeah, that guy does not. Every time I see him, he's like, "Who the fuck is this dude?"
Rolled up down, and I was so sad. But you know what? They always say it's like the growth is letting your team grow. The one thing that always sticks in my head too, somebody says like, it doesn't fucking matter. The food's already cooked the day before. Like, what are you gonna do? Go cook another brisket?
It's definitely a package thing. There's definitely a presentation. There's definitely an atmosphere. There's definitely
we redid the whole restaurant. The restaurant.
I saw that. Yeah,
the restaurant's completely redone.
Yeah, that's
like no, we don't look like a crappy place. Like the front is amazing.
like a pop up of the building.
Yeah, pop up of a building. Like our buildings, I think is the best it's ever been. Brand new paint job.
Ice cream paint job. Cream on the inside.
Yeah, brand new flows. Brand new out front. We got some beautiful new lanterns. Our shout out to Colby. We're about to have some brand new interior seating.
What kind of seating you go with?
We're gonna have some bench seating.
Nice.
Yeah.
You gonna go along the wall with it?
Yep.
Good
So
shit.
excited about that. Yeah. So I'll be lying to you. I didn't tell you one of our goals is top 50. I'll be real sad if we don't. But there's a lot of new.
I think
barbecue
that's.
joints.
I mean, you don't. What other option is there? I mean, obviously to make money, but I mean that's your 4-year Super Bowl, right? Like,
It's our Michelin star, our James beer, because truthfully, it's a top 50 barbecue joints in Texas, but we all know it's the best barbecue joints in the world. Because shout out to all the 4 spots that got a Michelin star, like the first barbecue places in the world to get Michelin stars. Of course, that has come from Texas.
yeah, 100%.
So.
No, yeah, so a lot of good stuff coming. Be back here probably next Saturday, I'm assuming. So hunting season's over. So you got me for.
Oh, then damn! You hear this? He said we got him next Saturday.
For real? I'm in.
Put it on
I'm
my
in.
calendar.
All right, I'm putting it on every calendar. Are we gonna go broke?
I mean, I'm already broke.
No, I'm saying we're just gonna keep on going and we'll stack them up, right?
No, they'll all be fresh. We ain't stacking anything up.
Oh, don't stack them up.
Well, we got 2 this month we got to do.
Yeah, so to knock it out.
Well, here's one.
And then if y'all want us to do besides hearing how depressing our lives are, if y'all want some real topics, shoot us over whatever the fuck you want us to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we go live.
I'm down to go live.
At the OnlyFans girl's funeral.
Will you be able to take the audio off of the Instagram live?
Yeah.
You think Clay Walker Fall would be a bad song to play at the funeral?
How's that song go?
Fall?
I don't even know what song that is.
I just can't believe that. That's the craziest shit ever. That sucks. But can you imagine, if you died like that? If you fell to your death 3 stories,
Did you hear about that one OnlyFans?
and the 2 dudes are upstairs about to what?
Did you hear about that one OnlyFans girl that I think she's 20 or something like that? That she's made $40 million in 12 months.
$40 million in 12 months. Well, what is she selling?
I don't know. 40 mil, bro.
In 12 months.
Yeah.
I'm
think about this.
I can do some research on this one.
Yeah, no, this actually here. Let me look it up right now.
Careful.
Because when I heard that, the first thing that popped in my mind is somebody's gonna take advantage of her and blow that 40 mil. She needs a financial advisor that's
How old is she?
like 20.
And she's got $40 million.
43 million dollars. 20 years old.
What's her name?
Sophia Rain.
Sophia Rain. And what kind of content are we doing? Well, I'll look it up later. The kids aren't home. So
She got four. She got 4 mil from one dude.
some dude gave her $4 million.
Yeah.
Jeez.
$43 million in 12 months, bro. At that, you got to have a financial advisor. Somebody has a protector. That's a lot of money to
I
blow
think
away.
it's just bunch of cash sitting under your room,
Bro,
under a
like,
mattress.
well, I want to know how much does OnlyFans take off of it. Let's see how much.
Save a hoe.
Let's see how much. OnlyFans.
I'm gonna protect her.
What is?
I think it's like
OnlyFans
15%.
commission. Like, what is OnlyFans commission? Ooh, bro,
How much?
20%.
20%.
I wouldn't want to get off of OnlyFans and tell them to come direct. Create your own platform.
Here's the thing. Whoever created OnlyFans, like this dude has to be a billionaire at this point. Look that up too. Fact check that.
I remember we were talking about drive-through strip clubs during the pandemic. I wonder if OnlyFans.
Bro, what do you think their 24 revenue was?
OF? I mean, if this chick knocked off 40 in 12 months, I'm going to say they're a billion. It's a billion. I mean, dude, sex is a fucking $1 billion industry.
6.3 billion.
Yeah. I mean, dude, sex sells. What do you think I'm wearing these short-ass shorts right now?
Well, no one wants to see that.
I have great legs.
So 20%, so 630 million is 10%.
So $1.2
billion
billion.
in profit or commission.
I mean, and what's the run rate on that? I mean, it's not
Bro,
like
I
there's
think-
a lot
I
of
think-
like
I think-
there's, what's the overhead?
I think I saw something that 6.3 is bigger than the NBA revenue.
6.3 is bigger.
Yeah. Than the revenue. Than
What
the,
about 5.7? 5.7 is a good size.
No, I'm talking about revenue, not size.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, that's average. I mean, I did the math on it. But
OnlyFans versus Pro League's revenue. Bro, this is wild. It says more money than the NBA. Why is the internet so slow?
Russia. Well, what's the minute marker we're on? I feel like I've been rambling for a long time.
It doesn't come out stuff. But it's wild, bro.
So
let me ask
sex
a question.
sells. So we're
Well, is AI going to take away OnlyFans?
we had this conversation about crack several months ago. I've never seen AI sell crack. I've never seen AI fulfill that need. Although the virtual reality tried to take a fucking hold of that one, just didn't work out, didn't really go into fruition. But I don't see AI taking that one over. I'll be 100% honest with you. And I'd be for a PC.
CJ, why not?
Well,
CJ,
if that's the voice, I'm not finishing to that. That's for damn sure.
CJ,
So,
I love you.
yeah.
CJ, can I touch your hair?
Yeah. So,
CJ, I love you so much.
what does Siri's voice do for you?
Siri? Siri?
Yeah.
That's a
Nothing.
good question. Yeah.
You don't get the tip moving with it?
No.
All right, we'll wrap that one up. This is CJ.
This show.
Y'all be good.
Peace. bbqdistro.com. bbqdistro.com. bbqdistro.com.
Full of that lean, fucking with that cuz.